everyone. My name is Nico Dyer, and today I'll be introducing you to the Project Embrace Capstone team. So, from left to right, we have Eli Hunt, myself, Piero Salazar, and Sebastian Ramirez. We're incredibly excited of all the things we were able to accomplish over the past 2 semesters. So, without further ado, Piero is going to show you an overview of the project and explain what we set out to accomplish.
Hello there, my name is Pierre Salazar, and I'm going to be giving the Capstone project overview today. So, to understand our Capstone project, you first have to understand who Project Embrace actually is. Well, Project Embrace is a local nonprofit that's purpose is to refurbish durable medical equipment and provide them to low-income communities in need. So, what's their issue? So currently, this is an example of their inventory management system where it's a spreadsheet that keeps a track of their devices and their current counts. However, the issue is that they're not able to protect against misinputs of data, data corruption very easily, and they only are able to trust people who absolutely know what they're doing before giving them permission to this valuable document. So, where do we come in? With our solution is our Project Embrace administrative dashboard, where we have a complete inventory management system for them to use, and they're able to search through their inventory by their quality grade, location, category, and etc. They're also able to edit the values of the inventory to be able to change the quality grade once they are refurbished and they are ready to go out to those low-income communities. They're also able to have a change log listing all the different changes in chronological order and are able to approve or deny requests to enter that data into the inventory. We have a functionality where we're able to create receipts for organizations that are donating devices to Project Embrace to be able to then refurbish or give to low-income communities. And finally, we have our analytics where Project Embrace is able to get key insights on devices that are donated to them and understand how they are evolving as an organization over time. This was the Project Embrace capstone overview, and I'd like to pass it to Eli Hunt to give it to our demo.
Hi, my name is Eli Hunt, one of the back-end engineers for Project Embrace, and today I'll be going through a few features that our project has. And get myself out of the way here. Awesome. Alright, the first thing that people will see when they log into our project is the homepage where it shows all of our inventory. So here we can see where everything is stored on the right-hand column. We can see what devices there are on the left-hand column, and more specifics with the type and size. There are plenty of filters built into this table that the user can take advantage of. Next, we can actually add things to our database. So, let me fill out a couple of these fields here. Awesome. So, now that we have a couple of these in here with a couple fields figured out, we can actually toggle this off down at the bottom. This will make it so it doesn't go directly into the inventory, and this will mimic one of our employees, which does not have the power to do so. We can come over here to our changelog, and we can actually look at the changelog that is pending. So here we see this donation. We have our donor, which is me. We have 2 of these devices, and we can edit any of these fields down here at any time. I'm going to save that. And because I'm an admin, I can approve it. We can come in here, and now it's a read-only view, and we can't change anything about this donation. If we went back to the inventory and looked around some more, we would see that the devices are now updated in here. Next, we can also look at our analytics. So, we can come down here to our device count by campaign. And in the University of Utah campaign, we can now see all these devices that are associated with that campaign. You can also see all the different grades that are in here. And of course, you can export this data at any time into a CSV format to create your own analytics and graphs. And now, where does all this information come from? Well, it comes from our different lists. So of course, we have a user list. This is what you will actually sign into as part of this dashboard. there are roles with different permission levels. So for example, admins of course have access to everything, and employees, the lowest level one, which does not have access to that many features, but they're able to view the inventory. You can also add contacts. So for example, people from the from Utah Health or University of Utah. We can edit any of these, and we can also edit anything in any of our tables at any time. We can also import, export, and create from scratch. And this is pretty much the same story for our campaign list, and also our device list. This pretty much just gives consistency when it comes to anything being added into our system. We can also come up here to our user profile and change any of our fields down here, such as default grades when filling out forms, or maybe how the table will look by default. And finally, when a form is finally filled out and approved by an administrator, they'll get something that looks like this. Here we can see that the Utah Health was associated with the contact and the donor. We can see all of our devices and the total device count, and also the donation ID for what was submitted. All right, and for the sake of brevity, there's of course many more features, but I'm going to wrap it up here. So thank you very much.
Hey everyone, my name is Sebastian Ramirez, and I'm here to talk to you about the utilized technologies and some basic software engineering practices that we had during our Capstone project. So for the front end, we use React with TypeScript, and for the back end, we use ASP.NET Core. We chose these two because ProjectEmbrace specified that they wanted a pretty common tech stack to be used in case any future contractors come on to the project, and they can catch up pretty quickly. And for the database, we use SQL Server because it integrates well with Azure, which is what we're using to host. Now, for some other libraries that we use Material UI as our main UI library, and this mainly handled the tables that we use for inventory and things of that nature. We use Google Sheets API to handle the plotting of charts for analytics and things of that nature. We use Fluent Email to handle registering accounts and sending donation receipts, along with Quest PDF to generate these donation receipts. Now, for our software engineering practices, we used we had created 147 total issues, and these were resolved over 294 total commits, over 57 total branches. Now, we used V-test for the front end, and we planned on making some backend tests, but we weren't able to get around to it due to time constraints. Now, onto the user study. So we were in contact with two members of ProjectEmbrace throughout the project. On the left here, Sam Phillips, who is the Chief Operations Officer. And then on the right here, we have Abhi Harakumar, who is the Executive Director of ProjectEmbrace. Now, they directed us in two ways. The first, at the top, you can see here is the UI direction. So on the left here, we can see this is our very first prototype of how we would update the inventory. And on the right here, we can see that it is basically a completely different form. Now, they mainly told us what UI elements they liked and didn't like, and we adjusted accordingly. And we were in contact with them throughout the whole way, making sure that it was something that they liked and would work for them. Now on the right here, I just have an example of a quick little feature that we added, which was the update grades. And this allows us to update grades, which is an internal measure of quality. And they can do this on the fly without having to add and remove. And we originally had them add and remove because we thought it would be better, and it would do a better job at protecting inventory counts. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for listening.
So that marks the end of our Capstone final video. We hope you all enjoyed seeing the features we were able to build out and what came of our project. We're very excited to pass this over to ProjectEmbrace and see what they can do with it and have them start helping people with it immediately. So thank you all for your time, and we look forward to seeing the other Capstone projects.